Jackie Christie said, "What you will not do is play with my name." Okay. So you guys saw the Basketball Wives reunion. Okay. Now, let me refresh your memory about what this whole argumentation seems to be stemming from, right? So I don't know if you guys recall a little while ago, right? A couple of months ago when the girls was arguing, okay? And Jackie had posted a screenshot because she was being accused of having an issue with Shaunie and Evelyn coming back and all that good stuff like that, right? And so Jackie posted some screenshots, okay? This was from British. And so basically, British has sent Jackie a message that had obviously, Shaunie, Evelyn, and Jennifer, the OGs from Basketball Wives Miami, as well as OGs from Basketball Wives Orlando, since it's in its inaugural season. And so, allegedly, via these messages, Jackie is basically saying that British is the one who said, "This is insulting. How you not on this photo? This photo. They really be trying. Tell them take they ASS back to Miami." Now, Jackie did repost this for posterity or for clarity, as she states right here, right? So now let's take things over to our friends at Reality Chat. Something else that Jackie highlighted in her Instagram stories. Now, this is a leaked recording that appears to be of British and Jackie's phone conversation. So let's listen to the clip and analyze and break this thing right on down.
Y'all had y'all own shit in Miami, and y'all shit got canceled because nobody wanted to watch y'all no more. How the fuck did all of y'all end up in LA? I don't get it.
So that appears to be British going off about the Miami cast and the name change from Basketball Wives to Basketball Wives LA, and the Miami girls coming on over to the Basketball Wives Los Angeles franchise.
I don't either. I don't know what's going on.
Then y'all went and stole our fucking credit. Now basketball, they just come up as Basketball Wives now on fucking Wikipedia. That Basketball Wives LA, and they're just Basketball Wives. No, like the shit is crazy to me. Now all of a sudden, now Los Angeles is at the end of the name all of a sudden again because we ain't had it for 5 seasons.
I don't get it. Like,
but at the end of the day, Basketball Wives Los Angeles is Jackie Christie, and it's not me talking shit or me being funny or me like because I love you, of course. But this is just what it is.
You know, I know.
Because at the end of the day,
right?
When y'all, and it's not. I'm not trying to be funny about this either. Evelyn, Shaunie, nobody wants to watch y'all.
So British is saying here, Evelyn and Shaunie, nobody wants to watch y'all. And this does sound like British to me, okay? And it seems like Jackie is just yup, which we're gonna get into in just 1 second.
It's like in your face, Jackie, and I'm like, why, girl? I ain't tripping. I don't either.
Y'all had y'all own shit in Miami.
All right, so let's break a couple of things down, right? The obvious is, to me, why record the phone call? Who was recording the phone call? Was somebody else in the room? Did Jackie not trust that British was going to keep this information private? Did Jackie already have some idea that British might have been her ops, as the kids say? Like, what was the reason that this whole thing was recorded in the first place? Okay, that is my first question. Why? What was the purpose, right? It would seem as though this would be a conversation between two girlfriends who are cast on the same show. Why British is so energetic and upset about this when she's only really appeared on one other season is beyond me. And I get it, she is still a job for her, and I get that she's a part of it, so she does have a right to have a say in the matter. But I guess, in my opinion, it's kind of like, girl, you should just kind of be grateful to be back, right? especially in the midst of everything that Brittish was going through at the time. It's kind of like, it's interesting to hear this take on it from Brittish being so much upset and having so much energy. And I could have swore she made it seem very differently on the Carlos King podcast. I need to go back and rewatch that now. So regardless, it's now calling into question, I guess, everything that Brittish and that Brooke and Evelyn, I guess, or whomever had told Shaunie. And to be clear, also too, I would need to also hear the whole recording to really get a feel for what else was said or what else was not said in this conversation. Because this is just sort of a clip. But it does go a long way towards at least proving that Jackie could have felt this way, but Brittish also seemed to feel this way too. And it also goes back to this other point that I would need to make, in that it seems as though Brittish was going back to the other girls, inciting a little bit of chaos, allegedly. I don't know, inciting a little bit of chaos, okay, and confusion. And it seemed like maybe Jackie Christie, via this recording, had maybe peeped the game. All right. So let's go over to what Jackie had posted. She has said, my answer, pay attention to the full video. Here's a little sneak peek for answers. If you know me, then you know this ain't my thing. I always come in peace. But so I went looking, as you guys may know, because I needed to find, okay, if there was more to this recording that had been released. Side note, did y'all know that Jackie Christie was doing had a mentoring program? Oh yes. I took a look down her Twitter. Okay. So I don't know what to think. Y'all let me know in the comment section down below. Okay. Next up on the list, I believe that's me. Come on, Peter, take the mic for the symphony. Listen, y'all know I'm an old school rap hip hop head. If you don't know Symphony by Marley Marl, Big Daddy Kane, and them, you missing out, friend. You are missing out. Now, Peter, all right, plans to fight the DUI charge because he claims the field sobriety test was flawed. He says he's going to be 1,000% vindicated, not 100, 1,000%. So, apparently he shared this with Radar Online. He said, so it's going to go to court, and without a doubt, I will be 1,000% vindicated. I'll get a ticket for running a red light. Now, and he says he's okay with that. Now, I'm like, just running a red light. Now, it seemed like there were some other things going on, Peter. Okay, it seemed that way. Or am I just remembering wrong? I don't think so. Because as you guys will now know, the authorities are allegedly claiming that Peter had watery, glassy, and bloodshot eyes, and they could smell a strong odor of alcoholic beverage. I be feeling like if I can smell it, I mean, you didn't drink did you douse yourself in it? Like, how much did you drink? Okay. Then the other things that was called into question was driving with expired tags, driving without a license, no proof of insurance. Okay. But Peter is now countering at least some of that with this statement here. He says, I was definitely swerving because I was looking at my phone to find out where I was in Smyrna. I don't go to that side of the world, and he pulled me over. He had all the rights to pull me over. Now, Peter is allegedly claiming that his insurance was valid, but why would they list it as not? And that the arresting officer wrongfully dismissed his valid Florida driver's license because it didn't list his Georgia address. Now, apparently, Peter is due back in the courts in March. All right. I don't know. I don't know. It's interesting to me that, you know, there are these statements of expired license. I don't know. I don't know what state he lives in. There's also some stories about, you know, Bar One being out there. You know, there's a lot going on with Peter Thomas. We just gonna have to lift the man up in prayer. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to lift the man up in prayer. And get all that driving stuff right, Peter. And if and following, get maybe a driver. I mean, that way you ain't got to sort of keep up with all these shenanigans, you know, insurances and licenses and things of that nature. I don't know. I mean, what state are you living in and what state are you driving in? Because they typically usually need to be the same. Not to say that you can't travel from state to state to state and state and state and just visit and stuff like that. But I will say that if your whatever you list as your address, that needs to be the license that you are carrying around. Okay. Now I ain't no expert, but I mean, and I don't know much about algebra, but I know that you need to keep that driver's license current. Okay. So anyway, that's the tea for right now. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Should anything else pop off for the rest of the day, I will definitely come back and have a little ponderosa with y'all. Actually, I do know one other thing I've really been dying to talk to y'all about. So I might come back with that a little bit later, but that's going to be a longer video. Anyway, let's continue to keep it moving, and I will catch you all in the next video.